Hey guys, this video is going to be showing you my foundation routine and my concealer. This usually only takes me a couple of minutes each day, but today I'm going to take you like step by step in the process. That way maybe some of my tips might help someone else. Because this morning, my face is just going crazy. Unfortunately, it's that time of the month, and each month my face decides to go haywire. So I decided to do this video to show you guys how I cover up my blemishes and zits without looking like I cover them up. As you can see, I got some baggage going, and I got a bump here, and I got a bump here, and just uneven skin tone all over. Crazy face day. So I'm going to show you real quick how I do it, and hopefully this will help you a little bit. So if you guys want to see how I do my foundation and concealer routine and cover this mess up, just keep watching. Okay, so that I start with an even all over color every day, regardless of whether I'm broke out or not. I start with a tinted moisturizer. This is my ultimate favorite. This is the only one I use. I've bought Urban Decay. I always come back to this one. It is the CoverGirl Smoothers Tinted Moisturizer, and mine is $8.10. I get mine at Walmart. It's like $4 or $5. It's super cheap. It lasts a long time, and it works excellent. So I'm gonna put this on first. The way I see it, you're gonna moisturize anyway, so we might as well let me grab a towel. Do a tinted moisturizer. That way you start on everything's close to the same color. So I'm going to go ahead and add that real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it's a tinted moisturizer. So I'm just slinging it on. And I love this one. It's a great moisturizer. And it's the perfect color for me. So I'm just making sure I'm getting that all over. And also, I am going to bring that down on my neck. And over on my ears, because I don't know if I'm going to wear my hair up or down today, but like I said, it's just a tinted moisturizer. It can't hurt anything. And the first important tip is definitely wait until this all soaks in before you get started, so I'll be right back. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and I've let the moisturizer soak in really good. My next step has nothing to do with foundation, but this is when I always do this step. I put something on my lips. That way by the time I get to my lip product, my lips are already moisturized good. I use this every morning when I'm getting ready. It's just Carmex. You can use any lip balm. Sometimes I use my baby lips. So just whatever you want to use. Now is a good time to just get a head start if you got dry lips, or even if you don't, it's a good idea to do this now because it gets to sit on your lips for a little while. Alright, next step. We're going to do a little work on the baggage. My first product I'm going to use, and I've used this well over a year. I really, really like it. Is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This one is number 50 Neutralizer, it says. Focus. I'm shaking. There we go. So we're just going to twist it up a little bit and just dab it on my eye. It brightens under the eye really, really good. And just gently rub across. Boy, I've got some bags today. Fortunately, this stuff works really good on hiding all that. Okay. And I saw a tip the other day, of course. we all do it. We'll take our concealer and like wipe or rub this way, whatever. The best thing to do is pat, and that way you're not rubbing it away. So my next step is working on some of this red stuff I got going on. I'm using this is from Physicians Formula. Let me see if you can see that. Concealer, it's 101. It's got the green and then the light. Looks like this. And I'm using my hand for my finger because it kind of warms it up. And I'm using the green. And I'm just going to dab it on the super red bump here. And then just kind of dab it to blend. And I'm going to use this green on a lot of my red patches. And here's another nasty bump. I dab it on it and then around it to kind of blend it out a little bit. And this isn't a blemish, that's a mole. That right there is a blemish. Okay, so there's the green. Looking kind of crazy right now, I know, but whatever. Okay, then I'm going to add, this is L'Oreal True Match in Fair and Light in 1, 2, 3, and it looks like this. I prefer not to use the brush out of this because the way I see it, if I've got acne flare-up or whatever, I don't want to transfer no bacteria from this brush, from my face, into this container. So what I do is I pull out the brush and I dab it onto a large concealer brush. This concealer brush is from Sigma. This is the F65. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'm just going to pull that, if I can get it out, pull that out, and then just dab some of the product onto the concealer brush. And I always make sure I put some on both sides, that way I have enough, and then don't have to dab it on the brush again. If I do have to reuse it to keep from transferring bacteria, I'll put some on this little clear thingy here. This is just just a little cover that comes in eyeshadows and stuff. I save those. They work really good for a lot of things. Alright, so now that I've got that, I'm putting some of this on my red cheeks and blend it up into the eyes. My nose is red, so I'm going to hit that. And then down here. So I am dabbing, I'm not wiping. I will blend just a little. I love this concealer brush. It's great, and it's really, really easy to wash the stuff out of it. Get this red nose covered. So as you can tell, it's already making a huge difference. My face was looking just terrible today. I do wash my concealer brush on a daily basis. Especially when I'm broke out like this, because I don't want the bacteria transfer. I just don't. Okay, now that that step is done, you can see a really, really big difference already in the redness and everything. That one's still showing up pretty good, but I'll show you a trick to that too when we get to it. My next step is going to be my foundation. Now I use this one all the time. It is just a cover that goes across, across an eyeshadow, but it's like really thick, very, very sturdy. So I'm going to put my foundation on it, and I'll pick it up with my brush. This is the CoverGirl CG Smoothers, just like my tinted moisturizer. This one is in 715 Natural Ivory. It's the winter months, and my face is way lighter than usual. So I'm just going to add some foundation to this. That's way too much, but oh well. It happens. And then I'm going to grab my stippling brush. This is my all-time favorite. If you watch any of my videos, you guys know that. If you don't know that, it is Samantha Chapman's Real Techniques stippling brush. Love it, love it, love it. I even have a spare still in the package in my makeup. So there's the foundation. And so I'm just going to dab it in there. Get some coverage all over into the brush like that. And just dab it on my face. I usually do like half of my face at a time. Because once I get it dabbed on there, I'll blend it using circles. Buffing it in. Get some more of my foundation. I don't like to use my hands because I feel that it just transfers the oils from my hands onto my face. And my face is oily enough. I deal with that all the time. Making sure to blend some into your neck because you don't want your neck a different color than your face. And I'll also be putting what's left on the brush like across my ears a little. And then what I like to do, and you know, everybody has different techniques. Get some on my ears here. I like to take a buffing brush. This too is from Samantha Chapman from Real Techniques. I love their brushes for face products. That's the only thing I do use them for, but I adore their face products. So it looks like this. Almost flat top, but not quite. It has just a little bit of a dome. It's a nice buffing brush. And I just start here and just buff it in a circle motion before it sets in and before it starts drying. I like to do this. I just feel like it just gets it in there just a little bit more because today I need some massive coverage. Ears. Okay, and then what I like to do, I do like to give it a few minutes for the foundation to set in and dry up a little bit. So we're going to pause for the cause and I'll be right back. Okay, now that it's soaked in, you can see I'm not super shiny no more, so it's soaking into my skin quite well. Now, if you still have a couple of blemishes that are quite noticeable, like this one is really sticking out a lot. This one not so much, but anyway. Another little trick or tip, whatever, is before you do you set your foundation with your powder, go for excuse me, go for a concealer that is actually darker than your skin tone. And I know that don't make no sense, but it will in just a second. So I'm going to go with this one here. This is the Nobody's Perfect Concealer Palette from Hard Candy. Also got this at Walmart. It wasn't very expensive. I'm going to say like $7 or $8. So I'm just going to use my finger and grab some of that. And just dab it on there. And do this before you set your face with powder. It gives it just a little bit more coverage. And I'm just continuing to dab and get it blended in a little bit. And that just gives it just a little bit more coverage. And then my last step is I'm going to set it with a powder. Another Real Techniques face brush. I'm telling you guys, you've got to try these. They're awesome. You can get the face brush starter kit on Ulta. It comes with all the ones I've shown you so far, plus some. They're gold like this. It has, I want to say 4 or 5 brushes in it, and it's only $18 and change. And you can get the stippling brush at Ulta also for $9.99. So just in case you're curious, they are worth it. So anyway, I'm using this big old fluffy face brush. I love this brush. Another one I use every day. And my powder I'm using today is from Revlon Photo Ready. It is 020 in light medium. Looks like this. So I'm just going to get in there and get me some powder. And then just, first I pat it in. I always have a real hard time with oily, shiny. I don't like shiny. And then I just buff it around. All the shine is gone. And there we go. So that is how I do my foundation. Cover those zits. And I get rid of the baggage. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please do just click that button. And if you have any questions or comments, just drop them in the inbox. Drop them in the box below. Or inbox me was what I was trying to say. And you can always find me on Twitter at peanuts39. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.